Right, hello everyone. We are now live. Joining us for the winter racing series on RGT cycling. This is race number 2 today, and this is the take on Paris-Roubaix, which I believe was supposed to be today, but obviously been cancelled because of the coronavirus pandemic. So the pros aren't doing it in real life, the amateurs aren't doing it, but we've got a chance to have a taste of it today, albeit virtually and a little bit safely on the comfort of our own homes. I say comfort, let's be honest, it's going to be a hard race even without the cobbles, without the rain. Nothing online is ever easy. So this is race 2. It's an overall series of 9 races. The first race a couple of weeks ago was the Amstel Gold Race, which was won by Jan Decker. I've not seen him in the on the starting list, so might have a new winner today. And the race is broken down into 3 chapters. So the first chapter is the classics. So yeah, Amstel Gold Race, Paris-Roubaix today, and then it will be a take on Flanders on the Paterberg next weekend. So that will be my birthday next Saturday. So 6 or 7 times at the Paterberg, just what you want on your birthday, isn't it? We've got about 3 minutes now to the start of the race. Got the course profile there up at the bottom of the screen. Looks like it's quite a lumpy day. All mostly green. A couple of steep downhills, that's the blue. A couple of steep uphills, orangey red. But not that much red. They look quite short sections, so that's good. But they do come in the last third of the race when might be a little bit tired. But yeah, it looks like we're straight into a gentle-ish climb. That's probably 2, 3, maybe 4%. That's the greens and yellows for the first K or so. And I understand this is based on the actual course, the real Paris-Roubaix course. The benefit of RGT, of course, is you can map a real world location. Take the GPX from Strava, load it up into the RGT platform, and it will generate the correct angles on the road for elevation, gradients, direction. So the corners are realistic, the heights are realistic. And, we'll see if we've got the final lap around the velodrome, or whether we're finishing out on the road itself. Might be a bit tricky to the velodrome. A couple of laps of that might get a bit confusing with different riders coming through. But I'm not coming into this overly fresh. I did a couple of hard efforts on Friday evening, did the race to the Lighthouse, which is the Cap de Pimenta course, and then a 15-lap race on 8 bars. So pretty heavy week of racing as well before that. Thursday crit organised by Alex, which surprisingly is on Thursday evenings. And did the Westerly race on Wednesday as well. So it's been a heavy few days. But this race, I think it's 49.8 kilometers, just under 400 meters of climbing. But that's all pretty spread out, apart from those 3 little, they could be 5 or 6% bumps towards the end of the course there. That's clearly where the action's going to happen. It'll be a case of holding on until then. But yeah, around about an hour and 15, I imagine, for this race. So we will see how that goes. If you are watching and not racing, and you can interact with the live chat, then please do so. Your messages do come up on the screen within the stream, so I do see them. I won't be able to type a message back, but I will be able to speak to you if you do post a comment. Right, 20 seconds to go. Need to start powering up. I was a bit slow off the line on Friday, and that really cost me hours. I had to chase back on. I was 100 meters off at one point. We've got a big field today, so I'm hoping to be able to sit in for the first half of the race, get my legs warmed up, and we're away. and everybody's finished. Oh, what has happened here? That is a disaster. What has happened there? Someone has... Oh, I got 10th place. I'll take a top 10. Oh dear. That's awkward. Ah. Well, that's going to bring the average times down. Maybe if I'd warmed up, I might have got a little bit better. Right, well, I guess someone needs to resell it. Reset the event for 30 minutes time. Yeah, that was a little bit predictable. Everyone beforehand was saying that the distance to go was 8 meters, 7 meters, 6 meters. That is just awkward. Hopefully John Brideway or James Vickers can get something sorted straight away. That's just a bit, a bit embarrassing, really. I have to say, you know, I do try and promote RGT. Oh, well, Neil on 2nd place. Congratulations! I managed to sneak into the top 10. The way my legs are feeling, I would have taken 10th at the start of the day. Right, well, yeah, maybe they're going to restart it for 10 minutes time. That's the benefit of getting in early, eh, Neil? Gets you closer to the line for these little mishaps. At least I get a bit more warm up now. I was a bit late getting on the bike today. So yeah, I'm guessing we just leave this event because we're not going anywhere. Just messaging Damon, he's getting set up for the Echelon event that's starting about 1:45 UK time, I think. So yeah, check that out after this. Obviously wait for me to finish my race first, which now will be a little bit later. Cheers for the shout out, Neil. Yeah, I think I will leave, maybe leave this event. Oh, actually, I can just look, I don't have to leave, I can just go into the race menu on the app, see if anything pops up. Nothing showing up just yet. It has been run again later, 8 o'clock, but that's a bit late in the day, really, for Sunday. That is not going to go down well with my Sunday roast. Well, I'm glad we still got you on board, Neil. We haven't lost you yet. That's a positive sign. I'll take that. Oh, we've got 4 viewers, so it's not doing very well for RGT, but it's doing wonders for my live stream. So oh, it looks like it's all dying off now. Everyone's leaving. Right. Well, probably don't need to keep pedaling quite so hard. Just ease up a little bit. Still a few people just hanging around in this event, this ride window. See what happens. Oh, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do if this doesn't go ahead. I was looking forward to it because I always like racing and would always jump in. Although I was a bit nervous with my, like I say, my legs aren't that fresh today. At least I'm a bit more warmed up now. It's like Damon's jumped on to John Bideway's stream to see what's going on there. Traitor Damon, should be on my stream. Well, it gives me an opportunity anyway to talk about the team time trial event that we're setting up, and we're hoping to get that going. Well, it will be happening. There's no hoping about it. Starting a week on Monday, 2nd of November to the 9th of November. The course is going to be 2 laps of Borrego Springs, so 16k, just under, fairly flat. Nice easy one to get people going, because this is the first time that we've run a team time trial. So we're running it for 6 weeks, and the idea is that we just want to give something a go, see what happens. And this is just a practice run. Hopefully we'll get some teams involved. I've seen a few people signing up already, so that's all positive. And then we'll take it from there. But yeah, it'd be great to have as many teams as possible. This is a new event, new type of event on RGT. Not seen any team time trials before, so that's definitely going to be good fun. I think we've done a few tests. You might have seen a couple of the videos that we've done about that. Tough going, it's quite tricky, and I think that's where it's going to be really good, because there will be an element of skill required. It won't just be a flat out power fest. So we will be able to there we go, we've got a new event, starts in 2 minutes, so let's jump over to there, shall we? Right, it's not giving me. Right, let's end this event, end ride. Close that down. We'll jump over to L'Enfer en France, take 2. Again, my French needs a little bit of work. Well, that's a bit of a shame, because I imagine there won't be quite as many signed up this time round. A few people have left, which is disappointing. This should be a good event. Probably should have told people before I left, but I was a bit too panicky because I only saw 2 minutes to go. Yeah, so at the moment, Neil, I think we've got 5 or 6 teams that have currently at least given me an indication, but I think a lot of people out there talking about it, looking for teams. There's a couple of pairs out there, so I'm sure there's going to be more teams, and it's just going to grow over time. That's the idea. Right, for now I've got an issue where my live chat is not actually scrolling, so we're just going to be left with those messages on screen for the whole race. Right, we're back in. Let's close that down. 20 seconds to go. Right, good luck everyone. Still got the live messages, so I can put those over to the side. See what's going on. Ooh. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. And that's a cleaner start. Look at that. And there's no messing around. Everyone's straight into it after that false start. And let's get that elevation profile back up. So we can see what's going on. Woo. There we go. Now we're up and running. Yeah, it certainly has, Neil. I think we're up to 106. I do keep an eye on it quite religiously, really. But no, it's good to have a Discord channel. The link is in the video description if you do want to join us. That's not a team specific chat, it is very much all things RGT. Ooh. People jumping straight up in this. So we've got channels in there for just general chat, workouts, route rides, races, the TTT that I've been talking about. There is a recruitment channel. If you're looking for a team or looking for more teammates, post in there. People have been posting their time zones and posting their FTPs and power outputs. So yeah, it's a good place to get organised, get some help and advice if you get a bit stuck. Always someone online in there, lots of helpful people. Oh no, Neil. Yeah, it was a bit short. I only saw it because I was checking in the races. Well, at least you've got the live stream to watch. I know it's not the same, but you can keep me company. Hopefully I'm coming through nice and clear. So I managed to get your messages onto the broadcast, but only the first 5, so halfway there. It always feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with broadcasting. Got the chat overlay. Now I just need to make it scroll. Yeah, so for those who missed the announcement this morning, for the team time trial week 1, 2 laps of Paris-Roubaix Springs. I know a lot of you hopefully would have ridden it, as it's the flattest route on RGT. It's a good warm-up course. It is a real road. I think it's on the free rotation at the moment, so you can access it without being a premium member. I thought that'd be a good one. Got a couple of long straights, a couple of corners. 4 corners, as it is a rectangle. So it should keep things fairly simple to get people into the swing of it. And then the following 5 courses will all be magic roads, which I've been testing out. Did a couple yesterday just to make sure they're not too technical. There's plenty of straights. Let's stay on this group. Need to get across before the downhill. Bit of a push. Decent names in this little group of 4. Freiburg, Revel, Hall, all decent riders. Oh. Thought it might have settled down a little bit now over that first run of bumps. Get a little bit of separation. Still got a decent sized group here. So it gives us a bit of a draft. Quite happy to sit in these early days. Still got 45k to go yet. So a good hour. But yeah, I can imagine it's going to be an aggressive race. Lots of little bumps. Yeah, front group of 18. Another little attack off the front there. But yeah, each of these little bumps is going to be an opportunity for someone just to put a bit of pressure on, lift the pace. These are very much attritional races. An attack here won't win you the race, but it will whittle down the pack, giving you better odds at the finish. Easier through the corners, doesn't get strung out so much. I know some of you might have missed that 12:30 race, missed the start because of that hiccup. There is a second running of the event this evening, which is at 8 p.m. UK time, so that's 7 hours from now. So I know that doesn't suit everybody, but hopefully that will give people a chance to have a go, set a time, stay on that leaderboard. Like I say, it is over the whole course of the winter, 9 events split into 3 chapters of 3. This is just chapter 1. Another little incline here. Make sure we're not dropped off the back here. Ben Phillips in the red numbers on the front there, just lifting the pace. Have to really be on the ball today. Watch for any gaps. Just make sure I'm not getting dropped anywhere. So far not moved too many tight corners on this course. We've had 1 or 2 there, but more the hills that are causing the issue with the stringing of it out. Little bump in a second and another downhill. I want to try and push forward. Be on the front of the pack when you crest. Because as soon as they're over, there it is up ahead, look. They're going to start descending. Oh, I know, Neil. I've been there, missed the sign up, and then too annoyed to watch Jonathan Crane's stream. So have a good day. If you have got time, check out the Echelon test event racing. That's in an hour's time. I'm sure there'll be posts about that on the RGT user group, or just go to the Project Echelon pages, or USA Cycling, they're getting behind it as well. Should be a good broadcast. Brad Sona is doing the commentary on that, so he's a proper commentator. None of this panting malarkey that I'll be doing. Another little group off the front there, but people coming through. Hopefully I can just ride on their draft. Get back in to the group of 18. That was a spicy little lifting in the pace. As I said, just got to watch those hills. As soon as the front starts coming downhill, they're up at 60 and you're still going up at 30. That stretch is quick. You're going to have to burn a match to get back on the downhill. You've got to be thinking about your position all the time. A bit more climbing coming up now. So it looks like the next 20k or so is mostly, there's more downhill than uphill. But it is like a sawtooth, up, down, up, down. You know, road sign, what's this saying? 2% for just under a K. So that's the average. There'll be a couple of steeper bits like now at 4.6. Flatten off around this corner. Ease off the power a bit, right? Power on. Stay in that draft. A little bit flatter here and then another little bump. Oh, it is scrolling, it's just very slow. Hi there, Darren. Oh, nice to have RGT following me on the live stream here. Don't forget, Darren, there is an event later today as well, 7 p.m, sorry, 8 p.m. UK time, which is in 7 hours time. Looks like Charlie Rebel's really pushing the pace. I thought he'd be taking it easy if he's in the Echelon test event in an hour's time. So I assume he's using it as a good warm-up. He's not holding back. 7, 8, 10 watts a kilo. I'll be surprised if he finishes. So I'm just going to try and stay in this pack. Optimize as much as possible. Coming into a downhill here now. I hear what you're saying as well, Darren, about the large group. Just make it easier, a bit more fun, a bit more tactical. So I'm sure there'll be a few people trying to do that event again. I know Neil missed out, unfortunately. You never know, you might get a couple of people trying to improve their time as well. So a bit of a split here now. Got 14 of us with a bit of a 40-meter gap. Still got some familiar names here. Nick Hall, Alex, James Malville, Olaf Freiberg. I know they're the sort of guys that won't make it easy. We'll go another little acceleration. Malville, he's a warrior. He will fight and attack all the way. And he's got a kick at the finish as well. There is a group ride, Darren. I know it's not right now, but in 2 hours' time, that's Lou's group ride. That's every Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. UK time. They normally have a pretty good turnout, and that's a relaxed, no drop group ride. Usually on Paris-Roubaix Springs on the Saturday, and then the Kilda Magic Roads course on Sunday. It's a little bit hillier, nothing major. Like I said, there's no drops, there's lots of people trying to help each other out, trying to get you all to finish together. Freiburg with a dig off the front. He's a strong rider. He went with Mr. Decker in the Amstel race 2 weeks ago. They broke off the front almost all the way to the line together, but Jan just cleared up the road with about 3k to go. Oh no, pretty steep bit. He's not here today. It's been a bit quiet. Haven't seen him in the Thursday crit races for a couple of weeks. Yeah, good luck with that, Darren. Hopefully that's not dampened your enthusiasm for anything. Remember to check out the RGT user events page as well on Facebook if you're on there. That's a good place to find events and races. Is there not a Flemish for beginners race today at 3 PM as well? Maybe a little bit before. That's again a bit more of a intermediate race. Another little attack here. Ooh. And a couple k's out from a bit more of a climb. Up to the top 14 now. Big split. Back to 15th. This is all together at the minute. Who's that going off the back there? Mr. Davenport, where's he going? He's just come racing through. Whether he was just trying to get a draft slingshot. Another attack there, isn't it cool? Using this little lump. Let's jump on that. Not much though, odd place to attack. It's all going to come back together. That's big effort from Davenport, but he's not getting away. Stretching it out. Maybe he's just trying to soften up a few riders for this little climb in a minute. Maybe it was just a bit of panic at getting dropped off the back and he powered through. I know sometimes if I have a chain drop or something, I'll try and power through to give myself a second to be able to sort out an issue. We've got this hill up ahead, around these couple of corners. Sure, there's going to be an attack here, so I'm facing myself forward. Not right on the front, but just enough that I can latch on. Not a big climb. Just need to be alert. Might just push out of this corner. I need some breathing space. If we hit the hill proper here. Stretch. Red numbers everywhere, look. No one getting away. All clumped together still. Push on for the downhill. Ooh. All still nicely bunched up after that. They're not quite big enough to cause a split, those hills. You need 2 or 3 of you to really attack it, I think. We're still a long way out. Keep my eye on those 3 slightly longer, maybe 2k efforts, all in the last 15k. They're the ones which will cause a split, I think. So I've just got to make sure that I'm just monitoring my effort. Nothing silly. Don't get dropped in a corner. Oh, Freiburg's having a little dig here. I'm just going to try and stay in the draft. Oh, come out to the side a bit there, but there you go, saving 150 watts just by sitting in the wheels. Might be a bit lazy, some will say, but you've got to play to your strengths. Play to your body, know how you're feeling. Ooh, takes a little hill into a corner there. And back down. So yeah, very lumpy. Still not half the climbing done yet. Downhill into that uphill. Get that speed up. Get the cadence up. And is that a split? Could be. Put a bit of pressure on. Ah. That was unfortunate timing. Now another hill to attack on. Try and stay with these guys. Bit longer this one. Don't really want to chase down Olaf myself. Looks like we're down to 12 riders now. Phillips has been dropped. Someone else is gone. Looks like it's settled down a bit with that downhill. Now we're coming back to an uphill. Mostly green gradients, 2-3%. Sure. Oh, a couple of attacks maybe. Bit of a lift into the pace. Just going to try and keep it controlled. So I've got the whole afternoon to relax and recover. Probably won't be racing tomorrow. And then Tuesday I'll be back over to the other side on the other channel. I'm in a dirt team in the Swift Racing League. So I do that every Tuesday. We've got a scratch race this week. 2 laps of the Richmond UCI course. So I look forward to that. Should be pretty good with our team of 6. Although our first team might be a little bit short, so I think they might be trying to nab a couple of riders this week. That's week 3 of that. So if I can get Swift to work on my laptop this week, I will be streaming that. But last week I downloaded it installed, went to open it, and could not find the data. So that wasn't very good, was it? I have to run it off the iPad and I can't stream from there. So nowhere's perfect. It's definitely settled down a bit now, this middle part of the race, which is nice. And the stream seems to be running okay as well, so that's good. There's Mr. Revel again. A little effort off the front. Don't forget, if you do chat in the live text chat, I will see it. I can't text back, but I will answer your questions and comments verbally. Is this on the front? Linden in the GCN outfit there. There's a huge range of outfits on the RGT, I will say that. They're all just there available. You don't need to get to certain levels to unlock them. I've got one of the Team GB World Championship kits on. Normally I'm riding in the dirt kit. I've been playing around with a few bits, so played it, patriotic. Freiburg there with a big attack. Screaming past me, I need to get on this train. Don't want to get left behind. I'm going to go straight through. Keep the pressure on. Going up to the halfway mark, there's the halfway banner, the big yellow arch. I had thought about doing it in a French accent then, but French is rubbish. So I'm not going to embarrass myself. I think my legs might do that for me today. Oh, what's happened here? Big attack out of that corner. Into that uphill. Oh, that was brutal. Didn't expect that. Oh, I was talking about being embarrassed then, wasn't I? Nearly wasn't paying attention. You get a little bit of me panting for the next minute or so, just as we come into this hill. So what would be nice, I think, is if you see the gradient indicator in the top right, it changes colour. So it's flat, it's green, a little bit uphill, it's yellow, orange, red for the steepest bits. And on the downhill, it just stays green up there. But on the chart at the bottom, there's blue. Light blue, dark blue, maybe even a bit of purple. Could be quite nice. The RGT guys, if you're listening, try and match that up, I think. Could be quite a neat little, extra little visual indicator. Because being virtual, you don't always know when you're riding downhill You don't always feel that change of gradient if your bike itself stays level the whole time. If you saw that going blue, you'd know straight away. Maybe I'll put a note in the feedback box. I managed to get some sweat onto my mouse pad. That's not ideal. Interfere with anything. Ooh. Let's say it's a great addition, the elevation profile for the whole route along the bottom there, bottom of the screen. Really does allow you to anticipate what's coming up. But I know pro riders wouldn't have that, but they would analyse the course beforehand. You know, they tape little helpers onto their top bars, onto the stem. Paris-Roubaix, it tells them where the cobbles are, where the key climbs are, how far to go. So it is helpful. And of course, they will go out and do practice rides for those big events that they're targeting. So we're a little uphill now. Could put some power on, but about half a kilometre to a kilometre, there's another little more steeper climb. So I'm going to save my effort for then. Oh, RGT cycling have gone. They're not listening anymore. But they're telling me on the live stream there. Oh, if they're gone, how are they chatting? I don't know, it's a paradox. Maybe they've got caught up in the time zones and they're seeing me from the future. The clock's changing today, all sorts of havoc coming this week with Europe changing, but North America not changing until next week. I'm sure on some of the organised events when you're trying to meet up with teammates, that's going to cause some carnage. Here we go. Picking up again, ramping up. Quite deceptive, that little graph at the bottom actually. It looks like it's quite steep, but quite long, already halfway up it. Big attack by Olaf there. 8 watts a kilo. Wonder who that is on the live chat from RGT there. John or James. I would have expected James Vickers to be up in this group. Maybe he missed the sign on time. Suppose he's not a bit busy today with the Echelon events and the USA Cycling Collegiate events. Nice to have some people to interact with anyway today. Seems like it's growing, which is nice. Not just sat here talking to myself. A little bit of an attack before this downhill. Bring it out. I can catch someone napping. Oh, all on. Yeah, I think with the downhill I've been dropped before, but I guess there's no fear. You know, these avatars, they're just caning it down the hill in a group, 70, 80, up to, I think 100 kilometers an hour. You know, they're not going to be tapping the brakes, slowing down at all. So I do think the speed does get away a little bit in the groups. Okay, whilst the little, very steep little bump here. Whoop. Like a BMX launch ramp, that one. I nearly got dropped before. Pull back. So yeah, whilst the dynamic and the physics might be right of the actual group, I do wonder if there's a human element that is missing from that, which would just put a little check on things. And then there were 11. Lyndon's gone out the back. Not sure when that was. Well, it is frustrating, I appreciate that, but you know it's there, so perhaps it's try and push up if you can. I know that's not always easy. Those downhill corners can be a bit of a killer. They really do stretch it out. That's good. RGT are going to put on a midweek event for this race for those that have missed it. It's a good idea. And then it won't interfere with next Saturday's final Paterberg race. Get all the times in before then. What are we in? 33k, 2/3 of the race done. 3/4 of the climbing done. So those three bumps, they're going to be a little bit steep, a little bit sharp, but they don't look like they're particularly high if we've only got 100 meters of climbing left spread amongst those three hills. So hopefully I can dig deep, stay on for those. Those last two are going to be full of action though. It's all in from there, I imagine. Having looked at the route of Paris-Roubaix, I'm pretty sure that's just a nasty little loop that the organisers throw out to the side. You're on a road, you turn right, do this little downhill, then back up the hill, back onto the road you were on, just to keep it spicy before the finish. I suppose that's where champions are made. Oh, cobbles and dirt road, yeah, that would add an interesting dynamic. It'd be brutal, but there's something else to contend with. I do like that it's always sunny on RGT. Nice bit of escapism. I don't come into the garage to ride in the rain, especially on days like today. It's pretty wet and overcast in the UK this time of year. Right, so the first of those three hills coming up, a couple of 100 meters away. See if I can read the signpost when we go past. Doesn't look too steep on the elevation profile there in the top right. That bottom left one just squishes it all together, so it 1.7 at 4%. So not a cakewalk. There's Freiburg making a move as expected. Try and hang on to this group. Use that draft saving. There's a little steep bit, 8%. Power on up here. Oh. Hanging on. My stomach's not feeling good, I'll tell you that. Too much coffee, I think. Oh, isn't it cool? He is here. I thought he disappeared. Oh, that's one. A bit of rest. It's probably in Freiburg range for long range attack. Another little split. We dropped from that front group. I haven't got the legs today. Come on, dig deep. Now or never. Nope. Got it. Come on, guys. No. Damn it. That didn't help. That's a waste. I could have been using that energy on the front. Pushing to get back on. I'm done. I'm in this pack now. If I don't get dropped again. That front group's away. That's a bit disappointing, but not unexpected. I knew I was fatigued coming into this. Fighting for fifth though, that's not too bad. That's still respectable. $10K to go. They are just up the road, just in sight, but out of touching distance, I think. Oh, digging deep. Oh, looks like Alex is gone. Freiberg's gone off the front of that front group. Oh. Oh. Oh, I am struggling. Legs on fire. Not quite sure how the leaderboard's looking. I know Freiburg set a good time in the early race, but Malville was in the second race. That had a good time too. Nick Hall was in the early race, but behind Malville. I don't think Revel did the Amstel race. So it's between Freiburg and Malville for the overall. But Freiburg's gone off the front. Don't know if we're about to put enough time into Malville if he's the one in first at the moment. Well, actually, Decker is in first, but he's not raced yet, so he might be in the late slot today. Or even the midweek slot that we now have for this series. I don't think I'll be doing the midweek slot. Need to get a bit more focused on my events. Try not to do everything on the calendar. Come on, Joris. Let's get back on. Good race for you today, Shepherds. What are we down? 8k to go, 5 miles in old money. 1.5 little bumps to go. Looks like it slowed down a bit up ahead, so no, I've been optimistic about catching that. Probably. Now that I say that, they light up the red numbers again. They're not miles away though. We've got 6, they've got 3. Get some team time trial practice in. Yeah, these hills have blown it to pieces. Freiburg's hanging on to his 60-70 metre lead over that trio behind him. They don't seem to be working that well together, they're not bringing it back. 3 riders on one. Might just be racing for second. Try not to put the effort in. Come on, guys. Let's have a strong finish. Oh, looks like we've lost Freeman's off the back there. Been at the back of the group for a while. That little bump just looked a bit too much for him. We might still get on this downhill. There he is, back he comes. The orange kit of Hodden there. All right, inside the last 5. Nice little spicy finish. Couple of bumps, bit downhill. It looks like it's a uphill run to the finish line. Ooh. See how it goes. I'd rather not sprint, my legs are fucked. Oh, I've sworn, I don't know if I have to put some parental advisory thing on my YouTube stream now. 18 plus. YouTube will flag it. I don't know, I'm new to this. Oh, we're on to some bonus climbing. I thought we had 395 meters of climbing, but we're over that now. This is the encore. Like we swing round to the right and into the penultimate climb. Why did I not expect an attack there? Oh, I've got a power drop. Oh, you were kidding me. Ah, that is some grade 1 bullshit right there. Are they easing for me? I don't know. Maybe they're just... I'm getting it. He had more wasted energy. Ah, that was not required. I didn't want that. One last hill. Dig deep. Get out of this red zone. Ah. Get my breathing back under control. 1 mile. Looks like Melville's gaining on Freiburg. He's broken away. That group is splintered. There's this one. That was a good attack. Cornelis. Got us all there. We come up to the Flamme Rouge. 1k to go. Oh. Gonna be a sprint. $500. Slightly uphill. There's the line. 250. No one's going. And there's Turco. Off he goes. $100. Come on. Oh, great sprint, Bushman. Oh, well done. Oh, you pushed me there. Oh, that was a tough finish. Oh. Oh. Tough race all round. Well done, everyone. Less than a minute down in the end, not too bad. I need to prepare for those better. Cheers, everyone. I'm going to sign off there. Hope you enjoyed that race. 5th place, I'll take that. It's not too bad. Happy with the finish in the end. Really want to be kicking on. Take it easier this week. Next week it's the Paris-Roubaix course. Not sure how many laps yet, but I did 7 laps the other week and that was pretty hard. And it's my birthday, so I need to try and do well on my birthday. I'll see you all in the week. I'll probably be live on Tuesday for that Instead Hour race. But if I don't see you, have a good one.